You ever have those meetings that probably should have been emails? Like, you don't get enough done, or there's not enough information that it warrants an entire meeting and wasting the time that you have. I think it's similar to like the first day of class in a new semester, and it's just the syllabus, right? And you're just talking about expectations of the course. It's like, could have just sent me an email, could have done this online. I didn't need to show up to class at 8 a.m. this morning, but thanks for the wake-up call, you know? I was thinking about that because, you know, those conversations that you have with people, and if you were to describe them, you'd say like, I had a long but long conversation with this person about maybe a sticky situation or something. I just feel like those conversations are the equivalent to this could have been done in an email. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that there's not enough information to warrant having a conversation. I think these are important conversations that you and I have with each other that really we spend so much of our time kind of posturing and making sure we're not offending the other person, and making sure that they understand us correctly, and making sure, and the list goes on and on and on. Whereas for me, I'd rather just say what I'm thinking, and let you say what you're thinking, and just assume. This is one of the things that I do, is believe the best in people. So I assume that you are having the best interests, my best interests, and the best interests of the company, or whatever it is, in mind. And so we're on the same page. We don't have to do this whole song and dance around a topic. We can just address it. But the reality of relationships with one another is that communication is hard. It's not, we don't all communicate the same way. I know that some people would rather do the song and dance, and they wouldn't call it song and dance, right? They would call it loving someone well and making sure the person is understood and heard out. They're really compassionate and care deeply about that. And I was just thinking, for me, like, where does the line, because I can really enjoy and love those conversations, like long but good but long conversations that feel really productive and important and transformative of the individuals involved, myself included, and a mutual understanding comes to fruition, and there's a lot of good things that come out of it. So I can really do that and be motivated and love. But at what point am I becoming far too efficient, far too focused on just the end goal, getting things done, far too focused on just the topic at hand and not the person? You know, I have to check that in myself, because I want to get stuff done. It's my personality. And yet I really love people. So where's the line? And where's the line between loving someone and then indulging them, right? Indulging their unhealth. And what that requires is me to be able to have the relational capital, to be able to say something hard, or have a conversation with them that needs, and say things that need to be said. But then also the love to say it, and the desire for their growth. And then after that, you know, they have to be receptive, but that's all, the ball's in their court at that point. So I don't know. I just feel like a lot of the conversations I have, not all of them, but there are plenty of conversations that I have that I feel like could be emails, and I really need to be careful to make sure my main motivation in that is love and compassion over efficiency. It's the nature of the calling that God has put on my life as a pastor, but I can't lie and say that sometimes I wish I could avoid some of those conversations. That's your honest thought for the day.